Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss subject-verb agreement. Subject and verbs must agree with one another in numbers, singular or plural. Thus, if subject is singular, its verb must also be singular. If subject is plural, then its verb must also be plural. This video is going to be very important because in this I have collected 15 rules regarding subject-verb agreement after thorough research, so make sure that you don't miss any rule. With every rule I have arranged contrastive examples, so this will help you to differentiate between correct and incorrect sentences. And if you watch this video attentively, I hope that you will not need to study this topic again. So in whole video there are 15 rules which are described with the help of contrastive examples. So let's start the video from rule 1. Two or more singular subjects joined by and take a plural verb. If we have singular subjects and they are more than two or two and they are joined by and, so what will they take? They will take plural verb. Like for example, Salar and Wisal is coming. Here Salar and Wisal are singular subjects and they are joined by and. What will they take? They will take plural verb. And the correct sentence is Salar and Wisal are coming. Similarly, Salar, Wisal and my hometown is a hill station. Here Salar, Wisal and my hometown is a hill station are three singular subjects which are Salar, Wisal and my. So they will take plural verb which is are instead of is. So the correct sentence will be Salar, Wisal and my home station and my hometown are hill stations. Two or more singular subjects joined by and used for same person, then take a singular verb. If there are singular subjects and they are more than two or two and they are joined by and, but if they are used for a single person, then it will take a singular verb. Like for example, the designer and the producer of the project have come. Here the designer and the producer are used for a single person. So if the two singular subjects which are joined by and are used for a single person, then it will take a singular verb. Like the correct sentence here is the designer and the producer of the project has come. So it's the question that how will we know that the designer and the producer are used for a single person? If the is used with both the singular subjects, then it is a sign that the both singular subjects are used for a single person. So when singular subjects used for a single person and they are joined by and, it will take a singular verb. If the singular subjects are preceded by each or every, then verb is singular. Like for example, each of us were afraid of being drowned. Here each is used before the subject, and in second sentence every is used, so it will take a singular verb. Like each of us were afraid, the verb is wrong and was is correct. In second sentence everyone are playing. Here is will be used instead of are, so the correct sentence is everyone is playing. If two or more singular subjects are joined by are, nor, either, neither, nor, then the verb is singular. Like, for example, either Zimmel or Irham are lying. Here, Zimmel and Irham are singular subjects, and they are joined by either and or. So what will they take? They will take singular subject, which is is. So the correct sentence is either Zimmel or Irham is lying. Second example is neither the boy nor the girl have come. Here, boy and girl are connected with neither and nor, and both boy and girl are singular subjects. So what will they take? They will take singular verb. So the correct sentence is neither the boy nor the girl has come. When the subjects joined by are, nor are of different numbers, the verb must be plural and the plural subject must be placed next to the verb. In rule 4, the singular subjects are joined by are, either, nor, etc., then they take singular verb. But if the subjects joined by nor, either, are, etc., are of different number, then it will take plural. In first example, the number wasn't different, but the number was singular, but here the number is different. So let's go through the examples. Neither the boys nor the girl has come. Here there is a difference between the number. Boys are plural while the girl is singular. So the correct sentence will be neither the boys nor the girl have come. So we will use plural verb instead of singular. In second example, either the parents or the child has to come. There is the difference in numbers, like parents are plural while the child is singular. So when there is different in number, then we will use plural verb. So the correct sentence here will be either the parents or the child have to come. We will use have instead of has. In first rule, the number is constant and the subjects were singular, but here the number is different and there is different number. In first, the boys is plural while the girl is singular. So what will we do? We will use plural verb. When the subjects joined by are, nor are of different persons, the verb agree with the subject nearest to it. If the subject is joined by nor, are, either, etc., and it is used for different person, then the verb will agree with the nearest subject. Like, for example, either they or I are mistaken. Here they is used for persons, other persons, and I is used for someone else. So the verb will agree with the nearest subject, which is I. Either they or I am mistaken. In the second example, neither she nor they is speaking the truth. So she is used for one person and they is used for someone else. So what will happen? The verb will be agree with the nearest subject, which is they. So the correct sentence will be neither she nor they are speaking the truth. Rule 7 is that a collective noun takes a singular verb when talked of as a whole and a plural verb when we talk of the individual parts of it. Like, for example, the committee have chosen its president. Here the committee is taken as a whole. The committee represents a single body. So it will take a singular verb, and the correct sentence will be the committee has chosen its president. Instead of have, we will use has here. But if the collective noun is used that we talk of the individual parts of it, then we will use plural verb with it, like the cattle is grazing is incorrect while the cattle are grazing is correct, because here we are referring to the each individual of the cattle, each animal in the cattle. When we talk of the individual parts in a collective noun, then we will use plural verb. But if we talk as a whole or as a single body, then it will take a singular verb. Some nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning take a singular verb. Like for example, mathematics are my favorite subject. Here mathematics ends with s, which is the identity of plural, but here the mathematics give singular meaning. So what will it take? It will take singular subject, like mathematics is my favorite subject. We can say that politics is my favorite subject. They all end on s, which is the identity of plural, but they give the singular meaning, so it will take the singular verb. The second example is statistics shows the India is still a poor country. Here statistics is not giving a singular meaning, so it will take a plural verb. Here the statistics is not a subject. If we were talking like statistics is my favorite subject, then statistics is singular, then it will take singular. But here we are referring to various data. The data is plural in meaning, so what will it take? It will take plural verb, like statistics show that. Instead of shows we will write show. So this rule means that if nouns are plural in form and they give singular meaning, it will take singular verb. But if the nouns are plural in form and they give plural meaning, then what will we do? It will take a plural verb. Words joined to a singular subject by with, in addition to, as well as are supplementary and do not affect the number of the verb. In this example, if words are joined to a singular subject by with, in addition to, as well as, then it will not affect the number of the verb. Like for example, the principal along with all the teachers. Here the singular subject is the principal, and all the teachers is connected to the principal with along with, so it will not affect the verb. Like the principal is singular, so the verb will also be singular, and anything which is joined to the singular verb, singular subject, will not affect the verb. Like here the all the teachers is connected to the principal, but it will not affect the verb. So the correct sentence will be the principal along with all the teacher has come. Here the subject will be agree with the verb, and the verb will agree with the singular subject. The pizza as well as the cake taste good. Here the pizza is singular subject with which the cake is connected, but it is connected with the pizza by as well as, so it will not affect the verb. So the correct sentence will be the pizza as well as the cake tastes good, because here the tastes agrees with the pizza, the singular subject. When the subject is a relative pronoun, the verb should agree in number and person with antecedent. Here, I, who is your friend, is honest to you is an incorrect sentence, and in this sentence, I is antecedent and who is the relative pronoun. So the verb agrees with antecedent. So the correct sentence will be I, who am your friend, am honest to you. In second example, the books which you give me is lying on the table. Here, which is relative pronoun and the books is antecedent, so the verb agrees with antecedent. So the correct sentence will be the books which you give me are lying on the table. When there are two subjects in a sentence and they are not in the same number, then separate auxiliary verb should be used. Like for example, two men dead and one were alive. Here there was the difference between the number. Two men are dead and one is alive. So what will we do? We will use separate auxiliaries for each subject. When number is different, then we will use a separate auxiliary for each subject, and the correct sentence will be two men were dead and one was alive. Second example is 8 shirts were torn and 1 were burnt. Here there is difference between the numbers. So what will we do? We will use the separate auxiliaries for both the subject, and the correct sentence will be 8 shirts were torn and 1 was burnt. A single verb should be made to serve two subjects only when the form of verb is same. So this means that we will use single verb only when the form of verb is same. Like for example, he is 10 years old and you 12. Here, he and you take different form of verbs. They cannot take a single form of verb. So what will we do? We will use a different auxiliaries and different verbs for each subject. Like he take is while you take are. So the correct sentence will be he is 10 years old and you are 12. I am drinking tea and he coffee. So here I and he are different, and they also take different verbs and different auxiliaries. So what will we do? We will use different and separate auxiliaries for both I and he, and the correct sentence will be I am drinking tea and he is drinking coffee. A number of plus noun is plural subject and it takes a plural verb, while the number of plus noun is singular subject and it takes a singular verb. So if there is a number of plus noun in a sentence, it will take plural, but if there is the number of plus noun in a sentence, it will take singular verb. Like for example, a number of dancers are coming to the party. Here we use a number of. When a number of is used, the verb will be plural. The number of dancers, when the number is used, the verb will be singular. Similarly, the second example is a number of people prefer cricket to football. Here a number is used. When a number is used, it will take plural verb, prefer. If the number is used, it will take singular verb. Like in the example, the number of days in this month is 28. So a number is plural subject, it will take plural verb. The number is singular subject, it will take singular verb. If a gerund or an infinitive comes as a subject, the verb will always be singular. If gerund or an infinitive comes as a subject, then the verb will always be singular. So, an example, swimming is a good exercise, walking is a good habit, eating Healthy food makes you healthy. In these three examples, gerund comes as a subject, so the verbs are singular: is, and makes. Similarly, if infinitive came as a subject, then verb will be singular. To err is human. The last rule is, if the plus an adjective appear as a subject of a sentence, it will be plural. If the plus an adjective appear as the subject of a sentence, it will be plural. Like for example, the pies is the plus pies is adjective, so what will be verb? Verb will be plural, and the correct and the sentence will be the pies are loved by God. Similarly, in second example, the plus industrious. Industrious is adjective which is connected to the, and it comes in place of, and it appears as the subject of a sentence, then it will be, and it will take plural verb. The industrious are always not successful. Similarly, the best, the plus best is adjective, and it will take plural verb, which is do. The best do not lack integrity. So in this video, we have discussed 15 rules regarding subject-verb agreement. I would like to give it a quick review. First rule was, two or more singular subject joined by and take a plural verb. If the singular subjects are two or more and they are joined by and, it will take a plural verb, like in examples. Similarly, if two or more singular subjects joined by and, but if these singular subjects are referring to a single person, then it will take a singular verb. If the singular subjects are preceded by each or every, then the verb is singular. If two or more singular subjects are joined by are, neither, etc., they will take singular verb. But if the number is different, then it will take plural. If when the subjects joined by are, nor are of different persons, the verb, if the persons are different, then the verb agrees with the nearest subject to it. A collective noun takes singular when we talk of as a whole, and it will take plural when we talk of the individual parts of it. Some nouns which are plural in form but singular in meaning take a singular verb. But if they are plural in meaning, then it will take plural verb. Words joined by, in addition to, with, as well as will take singular verb. When the subject is a relative pronoun, then the verb should be agree with antecedent. If there are two or more subjects in a sentence and their number is different, then they will take separate auxiliaries. Similarly, a single verb should be made to serve two subjects only when the form of the verb is same for both the subjects. A number of is plural while the number of is singular. If a gerund or an infinitive comes as a subject, what will it take? It will take singular verb. If the plus an adjective appears as a subject, it will take plural verb. So this is all about subject-verb agreement. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope that the video will be helpful, and please mention your feedback in the comment section.